Dalen Spratt, television's new fashion icon, man. And you listening to GDEMagazine.net.
How about you go ahead and introduce yourself and just let everybody know who you are and where do we all know you from?
Cool. Well, Dalen Spratt, man, coming from the second season of VH1's. I want to work for Diddy, one of the finalists. This fashion icon and style leader and trendsetter.
All right, that's what's up. So Dalen, like before you were actually on the show, like what exactly were you doing?
And before I got casted, because I want to work for Diddy season, I had graduated from Atlanta University. I had 2 degrees, my bachelor's in marketing, my master's in marketing. And I actually moved back to Dallas, Texas, my hometown, and started a business. It was an online food delivery service.
All right, that's what's up. So what exactly made you want to be Diddy's assistant?
Man, and the honest truth is, when I was in college, I tried out for a show called College Hill Intern, and I actually got casted for it. I just always wanted to showcase my business savvy, and show the world how good of a businessman I think that I am. I got casted for the show, but at the same time, an opportunity came to work in Yahoo in Santa Monica, California, and they was paying crazy money. So I took the chance at Yahoo and did very well there. But I always had like this sense of regret for not going on the TV doing TV shows. So when I heard about I want to work for Diddy tryouts, I was like, cool, man, it's another way I can showcase my skills, man, my business savvy, and why not?
So tell us, because a lot of times people see you on TV, but they don't actually see the process that you go through to actually get on the show. So what exactly did you have to do to get casted? Like, how did you find out about it, and how did they wind up choosing you?
Right. It's kind of crazy, man. All the castings for these reality shows are pretty much the same. I've been to a few. And the way I found out about the Diddy casting call was I was actually on Twitter, and a good friend of mine, his wife, retweeted a message that Diddy put saying that they had open casting calls in Dallas. And they was like an hour from whenever I saw the tweet. And I dropped everything I was doing, man. I shut my business down for the day and just went to the casting call. And after going to a few casting calls, I realized it's not what you know, it's not how many degrees you have. It's really based off your personality and are you worth watching on television. So in the audition, I'm sizing up everybody. Everyone's there with their resumes, their briefcases, and all this stuff trying to work with Diddy. I came without the application. I just brought myself in my unique style. And what they do is they bring you into a room with like 10 people, and they're either going to throw a topic out there and see how you all interact with one another, who's taking control, who's leaning back, who's not saying anything, or they go around the room and just give you like 10 seconds to say your name, where you're from, and what it is that you do. So you have like 10 to 15 seconds to impress this one person who like holds your destiny in their hands. So you got to have a strong personality to make it through.
So what do you think that you said that actually made them say, you know what, we need this guy on the TV show?
I think what initially stood out in my first 15-second interview with them was I was probably like sixth in line in like this semicircle with the casting agent in the middle. And she started from my right and asked everyone to say their name, where they're from, and what it is that they do. And everyone was like, hi, my name's Bob, hey, my name's Ashley, my name's Mike, I do this, that, and the third. When it came to me, I actually like jumped in front of her. And they kind of caught her off guard a little bit. I got her face, and I was like, how you doing? I'm Dalen Spratt, said my whole name. I was dancing around a little bit, just being like a character. Just being over and above what I usually do. Just to set myself aside from everybody else that was in the room. And once that happened, of course she was going to ask me to come back for the second round. Once you get to like the second, third, fourth round, just pretty much interviews in front of camera. And just be honest. I was just being honest about my life and what I've done, my experiences that I've done, traveling overseas, and just show what type of character you really are and let your personality shine. They liked it. They kept moving me on and finally moved me out to New York.
All right, that's what's up. So, all right, so you get on the show and you finally, start competing. Like, how did it feel to actually, be competing on a nationally television show? And also, can you explain a little bit to people who don't know what exactly is the prize? Like, what does it mean to actually work as Diddy's assistant?
Right. I mean, the overall prize is you get to become Mr. Combs' assistant. You really don't know what that entails until you get there. Because, of course, you already have a number of other assistants, but it's the competitive major company, just based off of experience alone, gained from working with them. That's what we was all shooting for.
Okay. So how did it feel to actually be in a house filled with like a whole bunch of people with various personalities? Because you guys definitely had some crazy people in that house.
Exactly. The funny thing about it, we all got to see each other, but we couldn't talk. They put us into a hotel, like our initial being in New York, before they brought us to the house, we were in a hotel. They brought everyone to the lobby. We couldn't talk to each other. We could just stand there and look at each other. So you're not hearing these people's voices. You're not seeing their personalities. All you can do is size them up by the way they look. So, I mean, are you getting intimidated by the big dude, Kenneth? Or what about the two white boys who look like they fresh out of Harvard? Or the older looking lady? Like, you're sizing up everybody without knowing anything about them. And once they finally put us into the house where we could really talk, you get to see everybody's personality, see how goofy Kenneth is, you know what I mean, how goofy and wild John is, crazy Melissa is. It's just, you have to adjust to everybody's personality because you're living in such tight spaces.
Was there anybody that got on your nerves?
I was usually and honestly cool with everybody. The only person that got on my nerves was Popra when they brought her in to be like a spy or something. Everybody else I had a genuine good friendship with.
So was Popra acting, or was she really trying to get under you guys' skin?
Apparently, she tells us that she was acting, but a lot of stuff has transpired since the show. She's like not a person you want to be around at all. You know what I mean? Like, so you say you're just acting, but your actions are overflowing into after the show has been over for 4 or 5 months.
So how was it being in the house with Ivory?
Man, Ivory's cool, man. She did not get along with anyone else except for me and Ebony. And Ivory's cool. We still cool to this day, man. I would sit back and laugh at how she treated everyone else in the house. It seemed like we had some type of mutual respect for one another, so she was cool with me.
Okay, so when you actually had to leave the show, like, how did that make you feel? Like, did you feel like you was cheated?
The competitive nature in me was pissed. I was truly pissed, and I felt like it was gonna come a time when Ebony and Ivory were gonna try to go against me. I just did not think it was gonna be that early. I was thinking it was gonna be like the next challenge. But they caught me off guard, man. I was more so mad at myself that I let these two girls catch me off guard like that. I'm supposed to be too smooth for that, man.
So, like, do you truly feel in your heart that that Ebony was a better assistant than you, or just a better competitor than you?
I do not feel like Ebony is a better competitor than me. I feel like she may be a better fit to be an assistant to Mr. Combs than me, but I don't feel like she's a better competitor than me. Like, I feel like I've done too much, accomplished too much, and I don't know, my goals in life, it doesn't align with me being Mr. Combs' assistant. And I always felt like I wanted to win to get that opportunity to learn from Mr. Combs. But when I hear, man, you don't even get that shot to.
All right, so let me ask you a question, because I was actually doing some research, and I actually saw a interview. I believe it was with VH1 had interviewed Ebony, and she was talking about how that she was broke, that she really hadn't had an opportunity to work for him yet, and that she had actually filed for unemployment because she had lost her job while she was on the show. Like, have you been in contact with Ebony?